Hey everybody, Mike from FisherMN here. My morning bass fishing has been kind of taken over by high sun, waves, and wind. So guess what? We're going to use this jig to catch some panfish. We're going to clean them and we're going to eat them. Let's get them. All right, those panfish are in the cooler. It's time to go home and clean them. All right, everybody, so we are back with our catch for the day. We've got 5 crappies and a nice sunfish. So catch, clean, and cook. We got the catch part done. Now this will be the clean, and then the cook will come later. I do have a video how FisherMN cleans panfish. This is just going to be a few tips and maybe a time lapse of me cleaning the fish. So first things first, when you're cleaning fish, get ready. I always have a bucket for the leftover parts, and I always have a bowl with some ice and water in it. Once you get those fillets cut off, you want to put them right in cold water. We're actually going to eat these fish tomorrow. Cold water and ice will keep them nice until tomorrow in the refrigerator. If you're going to go a little bit longer before eating them, I would suggest putting them in water and freezing them. First little tip, it helps to have a really sharp knife. So I usually give it a couple of passes on my knife sharpener. And if you need to, you can do it as you're cleaning the fish also. Second tip, these fish are, as you can see, cold, frozen kinda. I put them in the cooler with a lot of ice. It's much easier to clean a cold fish, for me anyhow, than it is a warm fish. One little tip I wanted to show you, when you get to the fillets and you've taken off the skin, there is a small row of bones, hopefully you can see this, right in here. They may cook away, but I like to make a cut here and here and just take off this excess. And if you could feel this, you can feel the bones in there. You might even be able to kind of see them. And now you've got a fillet that's all meat. All right, as we finish up, we gather up the skin, put it in the bag with the rest. And I'm gonna give you a tip that is gonna make your neighbors love you. And that is, today was garbage day for us. And if we put this out in the garbage, it's gonna stink. So what we do is we tie it up and we freeze it. So I'll tie this up, put it in the freezer, and then the day before garbage day, we'll put it down. So there you go, pro tip for you. I don't usually lay them out on the table, but I wanted you to see the end result. There it is, maybe a couple little trims, but those are ready for the frying pan. And that's gonna be the next part of what we do. So I'll see you when we cook them. It's time to cook those fish you saw me clean. Mom has vacated the kitchen, so I'm gonna cook Mom and Dad dinner. Of course, I'm gonna use her recipe. If you're interested in the recipe and how to cook fish, I do have a video where Mom kind of shows her process. So for now, let's get these fish in the oil. Also a shout out to Walt B. My mom said, why don't you pick up some peanut oil? Walt, that was your suggestion, so we're gonna give it a shot today. We usually cook in canola oil, but we're trying peanut oil. Thanks for the suggestion. All right, we got our pile of fish. We take our fish, we dip it into the egg, and then into a mixture of cracker crumbs and shore lunch. There it is. Into the oil it goes. The oil is nice and hot to get started. Let's get them in there. Looking good. We are ready to eat. Dad's hungry, Mom's hungry. Let's chow down. All right, the nice thing about being the cook in our house is you don't have to clean up. So Mom's in there cleaning up. It's just great to share a meal of fish with my mom and dad. We've been doing this since I was little. So we had green beans from the garden, potato salad, and fish, and that was just enough for all of us. So I wanted to share a couple of hints with you about cooking fish. One thing that I forgot to mention was in the cracker crumbs and shore lunch, there is some dill mixed in, and that just seems to have a good flavor in the batter. And then I really want to thank Walt for that suggestion. Mom, Dad, and I all thought that the peanut oil made a big difference. So we're gonna make that change. We're gonna start using peanut oil. So thanks so much, Walt, for that suggestion. If I know my dad, in about a half hour, he's gonna want Culver's, so we're gonna go there. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.